Mommy's very angry. And that's true, boy. Previously on the deep dive, I reviewed the first Jurassic Park movie to start off this incredible series. Hello everybody, and welcome back to a deep dive into the rich road to Jurassic World Rebirth, episode 2, cleverly titled The Lost World Jurassic Park Movie Review. And just an FYI, this video is brought to you by the one and only Stedgy the Stegosaurus Roar. Hold on, let's get a better view of that. There she is in all of her glory, Stedgy the Stegosaurus, along with baby Stegosaurus, which is coincidentally actually gonna be heavily featured in this movie. So anyways, now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show review of The Lost World Jurassic Park. Boom. So this is The Lost World Jurassic Park. 4 years after the fall of Jurassic Park, we follow Dr. Ian Malcolm, played again by Jeff Goldblum, as he finds out John Hammond, played again by Richard Attenborough, has sent his girlfriend Sarah Harding, played by Julianne Moore, to Isla Sorna to prove there's actually still proof of life there on that island. And from there, the movie really just becomes a rescue mission, sabotage before disaster, dumb after dumb decision type of movie. And what I mean by that is, we first start off as our characters in the movie get on the island and find Sarah Harding. Then we see our characters sabotage the camp of InGen, who's now run by Hammond's nephew, Peter Ludlow. And then to top it off, we see the dumbest decision made by a character in the franchise. And just to be clear, I'm referring to when Nick Van Owen takes a baby T-Rex to the trailer. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And the scene just sums up the unrealness of every Jurassic Park sequel ever made thus far. Well, then, you get to the silliness of the movie when, with Ian Malcolm's daughter kicking a velociraptor out of a window using gymnastics skills. And then we get something, that being the ending with the T-Rex rampaging through San Diego, which feels out of place and honestly doesn't sit right with the tone of the movie and feels more of an unnecessary add-on more than anything good. One of the things this movie does wrong is capture the majestic spirit of the first movie. Instead, takes a more dark turn, which is good and could be done right. However, with the amount of stupid and questionable decisions in the movie, you really start to think, well, this dark plot really amounted to nothing for the character development side of things in the end. Because the whole movie is just plain darkness with zero to no character development quality that you really need to make a captivating and inspiring movie for the audience. Honestly, you gotta understand me when I say I rarely hate movies. I just see no need to criticize a movie for what it did wrong, but look on the bright side of things. And another perspective I conclude to, honestly, is the fact that it's probably one of the best sequels, if not the best sequel in the whole franchise, despite it having a lot of problems. So this movie did some things right, like the ending, which I mentioned before, felt like an unnecessary add-on to the movie. But another way to look at it is the T-Rex rampaging through San Diego is freaking awesome and cool to see some dino action on the mainland. Something we wouldn't really get again in the Jurassic Park franchise. That is until decades later. I also like the ending where you get introduced to the Pteranodon for the first time, which is one of the main threats to the humans in the next movie. Stay tuned for episode 3, everyone. Boom. So overall, I think The Lost World Jurassic Park is a good but flawed movie at times. I feel like it tries to do too much at times without fully thinking through logical ideas that make sense. But other than that, it's a really good and entertaining flick to watch. Bye.